decision went into some of the line?
You tell me who.
You're playing left guard,
Yeah.
Wilson playing corner.
Yeah, wanted to give some of those guys some reps. See Zudo at guard, rolled him in with Stinney. Newt gave him some reps at corner. So.
Have you gotten any word from ownership on your fate?
Yeah, I talk to ownership all the time, so I'm sure we'll have another meeting here. But I'm in constant communication with those guys.
Have you had a discussion about will you be back next year? Is that conversation?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk here.
Have you been given any indication one way or the other?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we'll talk. We'll talk
You
after
said
this.
yeah then at the start.
I said what?
You said yeah. I'm sorry.
I said yeah. We'll talk. Yeah, like we talk all the time.
So that wasn't a yes to the answer. It was a yeah. We're going to talk.
Yeah, like we normally do after games. We'll sit down and have a conversation.
But just to be clear, you have not yet had a discussion about your future yet.
One more time.
Have you had a discussion yet about your future?
Yeah, we'll sit down and talk after the game here.
So like previous to now. Previous to now, have you spoken with Steve and John about your future?
Yeah, I speak to Steve and John all the time. So, but after the game, we'll sit down, tonight, tomorrow, and we'll have a conversation.
Have they given you assurances that you'll be back for a fourth season?
Yeah, look, we'll have these talks here after the game tomorrow, I'm sure.
Now that it's over, I mean, I don't know if you want to assess the whole season right now instead of this game, but was this game, I mean, did it mean more or less to you, the fact that, it's the last game, they're playing their backups, you're trying to win? What was your sense of what went out there today?
Thought we had some opportunities, a couple critical errors, offside penalties. We hit the one big play to Malik, but other than that, efficient, just not a lot of explosive plays. Third down wasn't good enough.
How was the last two plays of the last drive? I think Malik was on the sideline. Why wasn't he out there?
Yeah, he ran one route, and then I put Hyatt in there on a double move play.
Why not Malik out there?
To put Hyatt on a double move that we liked him on.
Malik was in and out throughout most of the game. What was the reasoning behind that?
He got banged up one time, and then we were going to roll Hyatt and Schley and Wandell and give all four of those guys work today.
Was it important for you to get in the record?
He got the record.
So it was important. It seemed like the play that off for you to make sure he got catch.
No, I mean I'm make sure he gets catches. Well, we do that every week. Yeah. I mean we do that every week. So.
Brian, what was the most frustrating part of the season for you personally?
Well, not enough wins. Not enough wins.
When you do meet with ownership and talk about your future, what will be your message then? Why you should be back after coming off a season like this?
Yeah, I'll keep all that private.
Why do you think this program, fans say we don't see it heading in the right direction? We see 3 and 14. Why do you think it is headed in the right direction?
Yeah, we're 3 and 14, but believe in the people, believe in our process, and again, we'll have those conversations.
Do you feel like you need to make a case for your job?
No, well, we'll have normal conversations like we normally do, Connor. So, got a good relationship with Mayor family, the Tisch family, Joe. So we'll go through that process.
Dave, do you feel any I mean, last year was a disappointing year. You didn't like the way things turned out. You had 6 wins. Do you feel any differently this year about your future and what you've done with this organization?
Yeah, I'm just focused on the players and the coaches. Put a lot of work into it, and obviously didn't get good enough results.
Has Joe said anything to you, Brian, about your future with him or how he feels about you?
Yeah, Joe and I have good conversations. Those conversations will be private, guys, but there's good communication. I'll say that.
When do you anticipate having these conversations with ownership?
I usually have them after games, the next days, throughout the week. We talk quite a bit, I would say.
Would you prefer this resolution, what's going to happen, what's not going to happen, to be figured out pretty quick so that it's not lingering or takes a couple of days, so everyone knows?
Yeah, look, I mean, we'll sit down like we normally do, have our conversations, and go from there.
Brian, do you believe this team is better than its record?
You are what you are, as Coach Parcells used to say.
Feel confident about going into next year? Would you?
Yeah, we just ended this year here, so disappointing loss today.
Do you think this program has done enough for you guys to keep going, try to build something here?
Yeah, I'd say, look, just disappointed we lost here today. Wasn't good enough.
What's your schedule with the players tomorrow?
8 o'clock, team meeting.
Are you concerned about your future here?
No, look, you do the best job you can. Again, I'd say we have good conversations. 3 wins, not good enough, Pat. So a lot of work to be done.
Brian, do you leave here, I mean, once you put this season to bed, and I know you have the meetings tomorrow with the players, but
Yeah.
in your mind, over the last couple of weeks, do you have an idea as to where you think you guys need to go to get this where you need to be on the field?
Yeah, I'd say, look, we're going to have a lot of talks, Art. Right after the last game, I'm not going to give you an answer to that right now. There's a lot of things we got to talk about, and obviously got to be better.
Drew, the wind, cold, a lot of tough conditions out there today, plus Philly's defense. What was the most difficult part about the operation?
Honestly, I felt like the operation was smooth today. Couple of false starts by us because of the move and jump and shift and yelling go at the line. No excuse, but a couple of things there. Just had trouble really early on getting it going. But came out the second half, played some pretty good football. Just a weird game. Just weird. It was weird.
How important was it to you to get Malik that record?
What was the record?
The Giants single-season record. Were you aware of that? Or?
No, I wasn't. Good for him. No, that's cool.
What was the mood just like after this game? Obviously, trying to put the season in perspective, or just try to focus on this one as one game.
Yeah, no, just this week is one game. We'll get to the season as a whole tomorrow, probably. Disappointed with a loss here in the last one. But, it's football. Got to press on and keep moving forward.
You said it was a weird game. How was it weird?
You just felt like it's when you come out and you're like, the best way I can put it, like when you're playing hoops, like kind of just getting in your own way. Feel like you should be playing better. Feel like we should be up. Feel like we should be going. Sooner enough, later, it kind of started rolling a little bit for us, and by then it was just too late. Couldn't get it done, but it just felt like it was there for us today.
Does the final gun of the final game of the regular season ever feel any differently, or is it always kind of weird because you know that it's over?
Oh, it's always weird. Especially when you go on, 1 years. It's always weird. There's no guarantee. Treat every day like it. Whether you're on a 4-year, 3-year, 2-year, every snap could be your last, and you got to treat it that way. And, I definitely treat it that way, and I appreciate this organization for letting me come out here and play. And, it's a blessing just to be out there on the field every day.
Malik, I don't know if you were keeping track or not, but on that touchdown catch, it was number 109 for the season, sets an NFL single-season rookie receiving record. Bowers may or may not pass you with the Raiders this afternoon, but for the moment, you have the record. To do it on an athletic touchdown where you avoided a tackle and scored a touchdown, how much does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I was keeping track. I've been keeping track all year. I had a few texts with Brock, and I told him he got there before me. I applaud him for that. Brock was in me through the training process or the rookie process, the pre-draft, so kudos to him. But, it felt good to do that. It felt good to get another touchdown, and that's really it.
You were the Giants single-season record also that you set one before that?
Yeah, I was aware of that also. I thought I had it earlier in the game. That's why I was trying to get the ball, but they had told me afterwards I still got to have 2 more catches. So, I was aware of all that.
What does that mean to you?
To end the year off right, in my rookie season off right, end it off strong, and carry it on to the next year.
There was a series before you came in and had the touchdown where you didn't play the series. You were on the sideline holding your helmet. Were you banged up or taking a breather? Or?
Yeah, after that little hit at the beginning, kind of messed up my arm. So they were just being cautious of just putting me in all the time, asking me how I feel and stuff like that.
You also went out there last couple of plays of that last drive. Was that, do you know why, or did that bother you?
No, they told me to come out and I came out.
But you feel okay? I know there's no more games, but you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm a little banged up, but nothing none I'm not used to before.
Malik, what needs to change here next season for this team to start winning more consistently?
I don't know. I'm gonna let the upstairs handle that. My job is to go out there and catch the football and run my route.
I guess more so than just whether the coach and GM is separate from that. What do you guys need to do better as a team, regardless of who the coach and GM are? What do you see on the inside?
It's just the little things. I mean, it's staying on pace, penalties. I mean, penalties gonna hurt the team. Playing together, and that's really about it, I should say, or that I see.
How do you sum up your rookie season? Individually, team, the whole thing. How do you sum it up?
Individually, I'll say a lot I learned, a lot I can get better on. A little strong year, but it's a lot more I could have did out there. A lot I can learn from moving on to next year. As a team, just a lot of just camaraderie. Like I said before, penalties, staying on track, having your brothers back. That's really it.
How
How are
closely?
you feeling knowing that the season is over and it ended the way that it did? I mean, just immediately coming off the field and knowing you're not playing football next year.
It hits hard. A lot of guys going out and playing. You don't. You got to go home. So it hits hard, but that's football. That's the NFL. There's going to be a lot of teams going home. So off the first year, it hurts, but I mean, I'm gonna lead on to next year just to have that in the back of my head.
The Giants don't have a single quarterback under contract for next year. Drew's a free agent, Thomas a free agent. How closely will you pay attention throughout the offseason here to what they do at quarterback, because it directly affects you?
I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of phone calls being called through my phone. But I mean, like I said, I'm gonna let upstairs handle that. That's out of my control.
I feel like after such a tough team season that if you stay here and are part of the building blocks of making this thing work, that it'll feel that much better, and you might look back at this as the start of something.
Yeah.
If you guys can get this turned around.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What would that mean to you?
I mean, I'm sure it would mean the most to anybody. I mean, to come from up, down low, and to go up the top. I mean, it feels good.
What are some lessons you take away from your first year in the NFL? Just what did you learn about yourself and just about playing in the NFL?
Long season, making sure your body is as healthy as can be. That's it.
Can you talk about that touchdown catch and tiptoeing the sideline?
Oh, well, yeah. So I really had a post, but I converted it, and I ran like a little go, and I guess me and Drew was on the same page because we had talked about it. So he gave me a good ball, and then I didn't know what a defender was. So when he hit me, it's like he hit me like a little kind of wrong where I could have stayed up, and then after that, I just kept my feet in and scored.
How close or far away to being a legit contender do you think this team was?
I don't know. Can't
Winning
answer.
NFL.
Like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Do
sorry.
you see like 3 wins? People look at it and say teams far away. I don't know if you see anything like internally that says, you know what?
I mean, we have the
we're
right
closer
pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, we just gotta, we gotta play as a unit. We gotta play as a team. It's a lot of games that we lost where it was close games, or if we would have did this right, we would have won the game. So yeah, this team is close. We just gotta, get the little things right.
Well, Tyrone, the rookie season's over. We talked about the records. Obviously you and Malik, big part of the future with 1,000 yards plus apiece from scrimmage. As you take this into the offseason, what kind of things are you going to remember, and what kind of things are you going to want to build on?
I mean, I'm always going to remember all the good times. Obviously, the bad times. Those are the times that you can really build character with the rookie class, but also as a team. The locker room moments. I feel like those are things that you're never going to get back. All the laughs, all the good times that you guys have, and then the thing I'm going to work on is really just bettering myself. Making sure that when I do come back, I can really just pick up where I left off. I'm not going take any steps back or kind of some people have to knock the rust off. I'm just want to hit the ground running and really just take off wherever I left it at. But personally, I think I did it well for my first season. But I think my next season, coming back, I'm gonna try to really double it and just do better.
We know that you've always had a lot of confidence since you walked onto campus here with the Giants. not what you had to prove to yourself, because I know you knew. What did you have to prove to other people as being a running back in this league? What do you think you did there?
I think people, you always got to prove things, especially since me coming from a receiver to a running back. A lot of people didn't know, who I was or what I could do. So I really had to really just show them, who I was on the football field, the type of energy and passion I played with. And I think I did that. I really just wanted to earn respect. I think that was the main thing for me. Mm-hmm. I wanted to earn respect from, obviously, my peers, my teammates, my coaching staff, and also others around the league. Again, I think I did that as well.
What surprised you about your rookie season in the league that you didn't expect or you didn't know was going to be as part of the professional game?
I was really, prepared for a lot of things. I think the one thing that kind of surprised me is just our O-line and how we had to mix and match and put people in different places. But that was really it. I feel like I handled everything pretty well. When things was thrown at me, I handled it well. I got thrown in the fire a little bit at the beginning of the season when motor went down. But I went in there, prepared like a starter and again handled my business and the season went on from there.
Okay, finally, what'd you learn about yourself as a person and as a player after going through this experience?
Yeah, I think I'm resilient. I think that I can really do this running back thing. You
think so, huh?
I think I could do it. I think I can be pretty good at it. Again, I have some things to clean up. The O-line we're playing mixed match, at the O-line spot, so I got to give all the credit to them when it comes to, some of my records and the things that I've done, on the football field. I have to give credit to the O-line. But again, I think I can take another step forward this next season from where I'm at now, and I'm just excited for what's to come.